All starts right here at Daytona. Barney is waving that first green flag of the season. We are racing here for the Pit Road Speed Limit Racing Next Gen Series. And around, it's now side by side with the 21 Richard Covington Jr. Dylan Jacobs on the outside, looking for three wide on the inside's a 91, not going to get there as we head back to the line side by side. Now three wide for the win. Richard Covington Jr. gets it done. The 18 of Thomas O'Connor, the 3 of Braden Craycraft ready to go. Hopefully everyone out there in Sierra Nation is ready to go because we are racing here at Phoenix. And down the backstretch, and your defending champion finished second in race number 1. Now first in race number 2. He's already looking for another title here in the Pit Road Speed Limit Racing Series. Barney going to drop the first green flag here of the night. We are racing here at Auto Club. Cars dancing around a little bit here on the start, but either way they get off and into turn number 1. 27 of TJ Hanley pulls the right strategy off here tonight. He is going to be your winner at Auto Club, flag in hand, and he is waving it. We are racing here at Echo Park Speedway, and good start here from the field as 12 is going to lead them down into turn number 1. So the 82 Roy not out of this thing just yet, as we're going to get a few cars crashing here on the backstretch. It's going to be a 3-car, maybe a 4-car battle back to the line, but I don't think anyone's got a big enough run. Kyle Emerson is going to get the win here tonight. Good evening, race fans. Welcome to CRN's live coverage of the Pit Road Speed Limit Racing Series as we are here at the last great Coliseum, Bristol Motor Speedway, back here after being here for the 191 Motorsports on Sunday night. We're here now in action for Pit Road Speed Limit Racing as we're getting ready for some, hopefully, some good green flag racing, hopefully some good side-by-side racing as well. I know Bristol can be a little bit bottom-feeding track. We'll see what these drivers can do out here tonight. Carlin, we're joined in the booth by Jimmy Cover. Jimmy, back here, 2026 now for Pit Road Speed Limit Racing, and we're ready to get this thing underway.
Ready to get underway. I'm sure the drivers are too. It's Bristol going to be out here for a good, I believe, 90 laps. It's always a lot of fun here. But before we get started, we need to raise the flags and listen to those beautiful country songs.
Anthems for Canada and for the United States. And now we bring in Kent for another one of our pre-race festivities as we're going to have the invocation. Kent, why don't you go ahead and take it away?
Thank you. Lord, we come before you again tonight and thank you for another day, another chance to be a light into the world. There's so many things to thank you for, Lord, but today I want to thank you specifically for good friends and the chance to fellowship with them. Thank you for brothers and sisters in Christ to be able to share and grow in our walks with you, to hold each other accountable, and to be a better conduit for those who do not know you yet, Lord. I pray that anyone who does not have a friend that they can call a brother or sister, that they do not miss the opportunity to have that person when you place them in their life. And I pray for the ones that do, that they hold on to them. Take opportunities to fellowship together and not let life or anything come in the way of that. You gave us the greatest gift of love, Lord, to share with and show each other and to show the world. We thank you for that. Again, for our brothers and sisters and for everything else you provide us with, Lord. It is in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Man, I want to thank you, Kent, and we'll let you get over there to the racers and get them ready for tonight's race.
All right, thank you, guys.
That is Kent Bice, as gives us our weekly invocation. But we got one more thing that we got to do for the first time in 2026 here in Pit Road Speed Limit Racing, is we got to get these engines fired up, and we're going to turn to our third broadcaster here in the booth, and that's my son Colton, to give us tonight's Gentlemen, Start Your Engines.
Driver, start your engines!
All right, we are ready for some racing action here tonight. Again, we're going to have 90 laps on tap here at the half-mile concrete Coliseum of Bristol Motor Speedway. And we're going to see, hopefully, these drivers tackle it with some good driving out there. Looks like we got 24 cars ready to go here tonight. Jimmy, well, we're technically done with qualifying right now, and I know you can technically give us a rundown here of tonight's starting order. Jimmy, did I lose you?
Busy household here tonight. Sorry about that, fellas, but it does look like the qualifying is about to be wrapped up.
Yep, we got the Gentlemen, Start Your Engines, as you might have been away for that. But yeah, so we're ready to go here for 90 laps, and qualifying is done here. Obviously they're still waiting for the time to tick off here, but you can give us a rundown of tonight's 24 car starting order.
Yeah, the order is as follows right now. It does look like it's not official yet. It'll go official here in about a minute or so, but it does look like Thomas O'Connor will be your pole sitter over Charlie Stafford. Dylan Jacobs starting in third over with Kyle Emerson. Devon Black with Dylan Emerson. Cody Brewer. Jay Monin. Richard Covington. Kelly Akron. Harry Krantz. Tiffany Ellis. Brian Roy. Kent Bice. Matthew Hake. Bernie Rees, Josh Duncan, and I got my stuff too small. There we go. Anthony Emerson, Michael Garcia, Joshua Smith, Will O'Connor, Cody Handler, TJ Hanley, and Chase Ballard here for your 24 car field here tonight. So looking forward to seeing it, Carl. It's a fun track, fast track, short track, concrete track. Definitely can be very challenging for the drivers.
Yeah, absolutely, and we're going to go ahead, since we have some time here to do so. We're going to get maybe a couple pre-race interviews here, and just trying to grab, a few of the drivers here so far. If it will let me drag them in here, and there we go. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring in the the driver that is leading the point standings right now, the driver of the number 8, TJ Hanley. TJ, you're getting ready to handle 90 laps here at Bristol. You come in here as the points leader. Obviously, you took over the points lead after your win at Auto Club. What do you think tonight has in store? Is it a race where you think you have a chance coming from the back of the field, or is it going to be one where you just kind of want to survive for the first like 50 laps or so?
I kind of want to take it easy tonight because we do have a drop race. So if this is my drop race, I think all will be fine. Also have the points lead. That being said, I want to ideally Emerson doesn't get another W tonight, but it is what it is. My goal is just to come out here and just hopefully have a better experience in Phoenix. I know for me it was good. I hope for everybody else. I really want it to be a better race. I think it will be a better race, honestly. Something about Bristol, like, just has this ability to produce some pretty good green flag runs. My only concern is that it might take us 10 laps to figure it out, but otherwise, I think we'll be all right.
Buddy, well, I know you guys are gridding up there and getting ready to get after it, so wish you good luck. But before I let you go, you want to give any shout-outs or thanks?
Thank you to Sai. Thank you to Jay Monin. Monin is racing tonight. It's his debut night. Gary, Aiden, all the THD drivers were getting ready for 2026. We've unveiled some new paint schemes on Train Paint. 63 new paint schemes on Training Paints available now to use. And lots of plans for 2026 as well. And thank you guys for broadcasting tonight. Hopefully we can put on a good show. And if y'all need me under a yellow flag, come pull me. I have no problem chit-chat.
All right, buddy. Well, we appreciate that. We'll let you go get to it. And hopefully we'll be talking to you at the end of the race in the top 3.
Sounds like a plan, boys. Thank you.
That is the driver of the number 8, TJ Hanley, going to be starting back there in 23rd. Drivers are in their cars. The cars are fired up, and we're ready to get going here. This is race number 5 here of the season. Taking a look back at your previous winners, winning the season opener at Daytona was Richard Covington. Dylan Emerson, your defending champion, won the second race at Phoenix, and it looked like it was maybe going to be the start of him taking control of the points here once again. But TJ Hanley answered at Auto Club, and he's been your points leader since. And with Kyle Emerson winning last time out at Echo Park Speedway back on December 7th. It feels like it's been nearly a month since we've been out here for Pit Road Speed Limit Racing, but this is race number 5 here tonight, and we're ready to get this thing underway again. 90 laps, and this is one where with these next-gen cars, you probably see maybe that at least that second line kind of develop a little bit, and you can make some passes, especially with some newer tires out there. But just like any other car, you got to let them come in for a lap or two. You got to wait for them to kind of work their way in. But the other thing that we're looking forward to tonight is all the paint schemes out there, as tonight is dodgeball paint schemes, and we got some good ones right there. That's perfect. That's enough said right there. Well, thank you, Kent. Finally captured both of us. I think if anything, it'd be the opposite way around, but either way, I will take it for sure. So some really good paint schemes out there. We got the Ocho represented. I've seen a bunch of average Joes out there, and I'm sure we got a bunch of global gyms out there as well. So looking forward to taking a look at these paint schemes as they're running out here tonight. But we're getting ready for the green flag here tonight. 24 cars. Who's going to get the top spot here tonight? Who's going to get the win in race number 5? Green flag is out. We are racing here at the Coliseum.
And away they go under green as Thomas O'Connor leads them down turn number 1, and obviously very fast track, and you got to get those tires warmed up. We've seen some early incidents, some of this season openers for the leagues that we've been watching, but so far so good here at Bristol, as they are working around too wide, and it does work. There is multiple lines here. It does a little bit different car here in these cars other than the Gen 6 car, so it might show here a little bit tonight, Carl.
Well, we're going to have a yellow flag here. Not sure what exactly happened. I'm trying to look through myself here. I don't know if it was maybe Kelly Akron. I seen dropping back a few spots. So possibly something with the number 20 here. We'll take a look back, as SDK caught the yellow flag, but it didn't catch who it involved here. So We'll see if we can maybe catch it on the screen as you're looking. Quite a few Average Joe's teammates up here at the front. It looks like 3 of the top 5 right now running the Average Joe's paint schemes. But definitely some good paint schemes out there. Looks like the 21 there, Richard Covington, repping the Purple Cobras from Globo Gym. So we'll see which gym has the better membership here tonight. But it's going to be hard to beat.
And we're right in the
Bice's,
middle.
car out there. I mean, you can't have the greatest dodgeball tournament in the world without myself and Jimmy out there commentating. If you do, it's bold strategy content. That's all I got to say. But yeah, I'm still looking back and trying to look back on my side and see what happened here.
And oh, nope. Let's go back here with Joshua Smith because I know he's involved. I'm not quite sure where. We'll catch here, see what happens here. We'll go ahead and go live speed here. It does look like he's gonna get caught up in the slow up here. So it looks
right
look
there,
like
right there's the 20. Yeah, the 20 there of Kelly Akron.
Yeah, so we'll go back there with Kelly, see what happened. So we'll rewind it here just a little bit. And it does look like it did start with, oh, hey, and we got involved, Carl.
Rewind. Yes. Listen, you don't mess with the broadcasters. That's all I got to say. No matter if we're on the track or not, but yeah, it looks like trying to go 3 wide. Yeah, trying to go 3 wide, and you're not going to win when you go up against the broadcasters. So, unfortunately, Kelly gets set into the wall, and then looks like getting caught up there with the 42 of Anthony Emerson as well. The 27,
2 for 1.
Maybe just sneaking by. Bernie Reyes taking it on the high side and just getting by. But yeah, you see right there, Joshua Smith getting in the back of Chase Bullard as well. And then the 27 gets spun on the front stretch. So we did have a couple. I don't know how SDK doesn't catch things like that. Like that just doesn't make sense to me. But that's their algorithm. Let them figure that out. But either way, that is going to be under caution for the first time as we get you back live.
You're live. Yep, we are live.
And it's frozen for me. But either way, we'll
see what happens. I can't look at my track maps. Just not working here tonight. So. I might have to shut it down and bring it back up anyways.
I'll go ahead and shut it down on my side as well because I don't want it to mess up on your side. But either way, we're going to get this thing back underway, and it's going to be Thomas O'Connor leading us back to the green flag. Between the first race and now this one, between SDK internet issues, it's been a little bit of a rough night. I know we've already had some broadcasts in 2026, but it almost seems like we're starting fresh here once again with the issues that's going on. Unfortunately, most of it not in our control, but. Either way, we're getting ready, and we're going to be going back to green flag racing here as Thomas O'Connor getting another good jump out here. And yeah, I'm wondering if I might have throughput. Like it's not even wanting to move for me right now.
Yeah, right now we do have another incident on the track there with the 5. Dylan Jacobs up against the wall, still under green though. So 5's going to bring it down towards the inside there, and it's rough out here. If you get an incident and the yellow doesn't fly, he's going to go many laps down. As you can see, the 18 already going by. The number 5, but Thomas O'Connor out front there, and followed by Kyle Emerson in the 60. Dylan Emerson and Cody Brewer are battling out here for 3rd. Richard Covington Jr. battling for 5th, and Tiffany Ellis in 6th place. Looks like everything is back on our side, so that's good. The check map is going, the Skittles are flying around. And you can see how quickly that the drivers kind of spread out here, and Bristol's been good to me and bad to me all in the same time frame, but it was when I really started getting started. But the 51's going to go for a ride from a touch of the 1, so the Ocho sending them around another car, but this time a caution comes out, collects another Cobra, because he definitely spins that 51 around pretty hard here. So another caution flies on lap 15. hopefully we didn't lose Carl too badly, but we'll go ahead and take a look back here and see what happened with the 51. But you can see the 1 coming up behind the 51. Give him a little bump on the bumper, sends the rear end around. Going to send him sideways as everybody tries to check up. 1 drives through the front end, spins him up the track. He will bounce off the wall, and that's where it will collect a few other drivers. Everybody trying to stay low. So he's got them brakes locked down. Miss by the 54. Still sitting sideways in the track, not the place you want to be. 11's going to try to go high, gets around the 7, 20 nowhere to go. Hits the rear end of the 51. It's going to end up getting into the 42. Well, the 42 just gets on the wall. 19 sneaks by with locked up brakes. 24 misses as well. So everybody doing a pretty good job of missing the 51, but getting collected up in the wall. But we're going to go back to caution here as everybody comes down for some fast repairs here on lap 17 and 90. Thomas O'Connor is still out there in the lead over Kyle Emerson, Dylan Emerson, Richard Covington, and Tiffany Ellis now for your top 5. Biggest move of the race, TJ Hanley back there in 10th. Talked about trying to keep it clean, staying out of trouble. Has been doing that so far, but right behind him, fighting for that most positions made is going to be Chase Ballard. And doing a fantastic job in the number 54. So, yeah, great job for the drivers so far that have been able to avoid the wrecks. But, yeah, Joe's Average Joe leading the way here as they got 1, 2, 3 locked down, but following closely behind. The purple snakes, man. 21 and the 88 looking to spoil the fun here, trying to maybe catch one of those dodgeballs. I know maybe some of the kids, the newer kids these days, haven't ever heard the whistling of that round red rubber ball. Will leave some marks on your face from your best friend. But you definitely had my fair share of playing dodgeball when I was a kid. So that show always makes me chuckle. It's a kid game that can get very serious very quick. Also want to thank everybody for joining out there. I see 24 people out there enjoying the evening. Want to give a shout out to everybody of always. Welcome back. Happy New Year. Glad to be back. Glad to see everybody out there. Barry, Butler, Kathy. Let's see who else is there. Emma out there. Yeah, so welcome back. Great to see you guys back. It's always a joy to come and put on a great show for everybody out there and have you root for your favorite driver. But right now it's going to be Thomas O'Connor getting ready to go back to green here as they are too wide on the loud pedal back across the start lap number 20. We still have 71 laps remaining in this one. So Thomas O'Connor trying to just drive away here tonight and keep this thing locked down. But we do have a battle here back for P number 4 as the 21 of Richard Covington Jr. underneath Matthew Hick. Trying to take that P4 number spot away and try to break the ranks of the Average Joe with the Snakes, but it does look like another yellow flag comes out, and this time it looks like the 19 was involved. So we gotta go back here. There's a 24, the 64, the 11, the 19. There's all kinds of people going on back here, so we gotta take another look and see what happened here, see if I can debunk what happened. We'll go back here, see what I got. The 19. Yeah, we'll start with the 19 here. Okay, average speed. I see him slowing up, so the incident's happening up here sooner. But to see the 64 going around right there, Michael Garcia into the 54 and the 12 getting into the 54. 64 doing a couple 360s. Nobody touches him, but the 11 touches the 19, sends him to sideways, drifting around the track just a little bit. But 64 doing a pretty good job keeping it off the wall, but the 24, not so much. It's the back bumper, sends the 64, says, you're not missing that wall this time, by. And yeah, enjoy. So another rough one here. And if you had never driven Bristol, it can get pretty hairy out there for sure. But another caution flies as the drivers are shaking off the cobwebs, getting things ready to go here for the new year. And Bristol's a tough one. Like I said, it was one of the inaugural tracks that I ran here with the ARCA car back about 5.5 years ago now. And I did keep at it. Did so many races in a weekend that I finally did get a win. You know, I think I raced probably somewhere along the lines about 40 or 50 races over the weekend, just here at Bristol. I get down level 1, get right back in, right? Do another one, get right back in. Just kept going and had good qualifyings, but I still have the same problem I had then. I cannot save a tire for the life of me. Can get the speed down, can get some good qualifying times in, but when it comes right down to it, it's about saving them tires on these tracks, especially when you can get a nice green flag run here at Bristol. You can really chew them things up quickly, and tires can be a huge advantage. The race last night for the Core Xfinity Series at Charlotte, we've seen drivers come in with 15 laps to go. You know, some drivers still had some nice new tires in, and they were a couple of drivers were able to come drive through the back of the field all the way up and take the lead, and take the lead away from the fastest driver of the race for over there last night. So it all happens here depending on your strategy. It does look like Cody Handler is going to get one wave around, get one of those laps back here. We'll go ahead and you see these drivers back up here too wide as they follow the pace car down the backstretch, heading down into turn number 3. Go ahead and bring up the tower so you can see where your favorite driver is according to everybody else, and I'll go ahead and even put up the little arrow to see where how many spots they've gained or lost. And you can see already that Stafford and Jacobs are already losing 20 positions here early, so got a lot of work to do to catch back up if they plan to. But right now we're back under green as the pace car is in, and Thomas O'Connor gets another great start out to the front here. But Kyle Emerson has his hands full now, but because the 13 of Matthew Hake and Dylan Emerson battling out for P number 3. So Average Joe's trying to work together to keep that those podium positions tied up. But Matthew Hake trying not to allow that to happen, and just running the high side. But down to the inside, the 82 of Brian Roy makes his appearance here up in the top 5, now in 4th. Richard Covington Jr. is in 5th. He gets around the 13 as well. The Ocho making their way. Here comes Kent Bice up into P number 7, up 7 spots. Another caution will fly here. Let's see. Is anybody slow? I see the 42 of Anthony Emerson. A little slow down there on the outside. Not quite sure what happened or why these aren't even coming up as cautions. I'm getting the cautions, but that's about it. Let me go back here, and we'll go back here with Emerson and see what happened. And the 54 and the 42 get together. 54 gives a shot to the rear end of the 42, sends that rear up into the wall. 42 does a pretty good job of just kind of keeping it up there to the top side, because you can quickly fall down the inside and get more damage to your car and ruin somebody else's race. So good job there by the 42 of Anthony Emerson, holding it tight to the wall and let the rest of the field drive by as the caution flies here again on lap 27. So we're on now lap 30, so a couple more laps to go here. We'll be rolling down into, thinking about pit stops. Not quite sure what the pit window is here, but we're going to have some drivers coming down here into the pits right now as you got Emerson and Krantz down on the pits. To get some service, maybe some new tires, maybe some fuel for the rest of the way. But it's going to be a huge difference for these drivers back out here. And you can go ahead and see, I'll turn on the gap here, and you can see who's a lap down. And we still have 19 drivers on the lead lap. So a good possibility, if you just took tires and you're in the back, you can find yourself up towards the front. 30 laps difference on tires is a huge difference, especially here at a place like Bristol. But I'm sure drivers are trying to stretch it out as long as possible. And then it will flip-flop. So it depends on, we'll see how bad things go here. But you can see everybody pretty much in top 10 has not pit yet, with the exception of Brewer that came in there at lap 16 and is just in front of Bullard. So you got 10 drivers out there that have not pit. You have a few drivers that came in at lap 16, and then you got people like Hanley that came in at lap 30. So yeah, it's going to be interesting now. Now the strategy's changing all over the place. You got people with fresh tires, people with old tires, people with enough fuel. If something happens, if these drivers have to go in, say they go green all of a sudden, no cautions at all, they go green, which could happen. We've seen it happen, and then they go in. All the drivers that go in go a lap or 2 laps down, easy, with a blink of an eye. Caution comes out. Everybody, one of those people are going to get a lap back. So it's hit and miss. Obviously, the drivers that already pit want it to go green long enough where the other drivers got to go in, so the other drivers that are on the lead go a lap down. But this is a chance to take care of racing, and obviously a tricky track like Bristol, anything can happen. We're on lap 32 of 90, and Thomas O'Connor is your leader over Kyle Emerson. But the pace car is back in, and they are 2 by 2 by 2 all the way back through the field, and Thomas O'Connor is going to get back on that loud pedal, take him down into turn number 1. And this time, Kyle Emerson and Dylan Emerson figure it out quickly as they go single file, stay in front, keep it 1, 2, 3. The 82 of Brian Roy would like to spoil that as he tries to get to the underside of Dylan Emerson. A little bit of action back there as the 13 takes some evasive action going down on the inside of the number 7 of Josh Duncan down into turn number 3 and 4 as they work their way to the front stretch. And on that high side, you can always clip the wall and slow you down. It's like a giant handbrake. But the 7's going to lose a few spots. Fall back to P number 10. That moves Tiffany Ellis up into 9th spot. And Cody Brewer back up into 8th. He's only down 1 spot now, so Brewer looking to get back at least to where he started. But Kent Bice on the move as he's up now into P number 6 on the number 1. As he's getting a little bit of pressure by the 13. We've got some action in the back, too. We're going to go all the way back to TJ Hanley as he's got the pressure on Cody Handler. Back there in that 19 Bass Pro Shops machine, just trying to get things done here. Kelly Akron back here in P number 18, looking on as well. And then you've got a small battlefield back here with some of these drivers, 3, 4 wide. Everybody trying to find their way between the 51, the 64, the 11, and the 5. Just trying to make their way and trying to figure out where they need to be and where they can go in order to get a decent finish. Save this race. That's what they're thinking. Do the best you can. So it won't be your throwaway race, Obviously, some nights you have bad luck, and some nights you have some good. But right now, a few drivers not feeling the love. But right now, we're still on lap 39. We're still green, and Thomas O'Connor is your leader.
Yeah, and I think with the amount of fuel that they have in these cars, they started with 43% in the cars. I think they could probably go the distance. I know you can go a good amount of laps here in these cars, especially at Bristol. So I think there's a good chance that maybe they can go the entire way here and technically not even need to pit. But you'll see, when it gets a little bit maybe closer to halfway, like we're getting right now, if a caution were to come out, tires could very well play a big part. And you mentioned it, we've seen it last night with the Core Xfinity Series where tires with 15 laps to go played a big part. You're going to need a little bit more than 15 laps to make the amount of positions up that Kelly Pointer did last night here at Bristol. But, I mean, right now, I think that the only question on my mind is, did Josh Duncan not get the memo? I mean, right now, Thomas O'Connor, Kyle Emerson, and Dylan Emerson, they're doing what they need to do. They got the 3 average Joes up front, 1, 2, 3, but unfortunately, the 4th one here, of Josh Duncan, is just kind of the lonely one that's not up there in the mix with the. He's
got to get mad. He's the guy with the glasses. You just got to get him mad.
that's what it is. That's what it is exactly.
I forget his name.
I want to say Milton, but that's from Office Space. So it's not that. Same guy, just from different movie.
Yeah, just kind of make him mad. Get the 7 mad. Somebody out there get the 7 mad so we get up to the front. But it's good to see the camaraderie, the paint schemes. It gives us the ability to throw out some puns, that's for sure. Carl, and I don't know about you, but I've definitely had my fair share of dodgeballs thrown at me, and probably some nightmares or PTSD as that thing would, maybe leave some little crosses on your face from that little red ball.
Well, and that's the thing. I seen that somebody mentioned that on Facebook the other day, that kids these days haven't grown up with the sound of a dodgeball hitting the side of someone's face, and you know it. You know that sound. It's an unforgettable sound of a dodgeball just absolutely obliterating somebody, and the feel of the ball. Like, you don't even have to have the ball in your hand right now, but you know exactly how it feels. You know how it smells. It just brings back so many memories. Just it's so many. I mean, they don't play dodgeball in school anymore. I mean,
No, they don't.
why? Like, that is how you exclude people. That is how you take your frustrations out from that teacher. You know, you wonder why kids are so frustrated with their teachers. They don't get to take it out on their fellow students. That's what the problem is.
Carl, I got pink bellies when I went to high school too. All right.
Exactly.
Like pick on the freshmen. That was the senior's job. Yeah, yeah, good times. Definitely don't regret any of my childhood, but yeah, they don't. Life has definitely changed from those days.
Yeah, it's a little more frowned upon these days. Yeah, a little bit.
But what doesn't want to change right now is Thomas O'Connor, man, in the number 18, giving shout outs to the 18, being the good old boy up front, ruining everything for everybody. Kyle Emerson and Dylan Emerson filing in there at P numbers 2 and 3. Kent Bice, though, man, on the move with the Ocho trying to get to the front here as he's up 10 spots. Got some good speed and pace in that number 1 car here tonight. The 12 of Cody Brewer does round out your top 5. Josh Duncan has made it up to 6, so he's got a few more spots to go, but Tiffany Ellis on her way to try to put them average Joes down as the only purple will stake up to the front here to try to get around. But a caution does fly here again. I'm looking around the track, seeing who's slow. And I'm
saying maybe Matthew Hake. Looks like he lost a few spots, so possibly Matthew Hake back there in 13th position.
Let's try it. We'll go here and see. Right there.
Yeah, right there. Little help from the 67, and then set aside from the 82, and then back up by the 82. But not too bad there. Only a couple cars involved in this one. Going to bring us out on another caution. But now this is where it gets interesting, because again, I think they could probably make it on fuel, but you don't want to make it on tires from the beginning. No. At least you don't want to attempt it. But it looks like we got some differing strategies here. TJ Hanley last pit on lap number 30. He's got fresh tires from lap 30. Now we're here on lap number 56. So he's going to have 26 lap older tires, as it looks like he is.
Go ahead, TJ. Go ahead.
Well, and now it looks like he is going to come in. So I'm not sure what the case was, but it wasn't showing that he came in. But either way, you see pretty much the entire field coming into the pits. Looks like Charlie Stafford maybe staying out. Looks like the 11 and the 5.
He's on the back stretch. You see where he's pitting.
Yeah, that'd be why. Yeah, because we got 24 cars here. Yeah. That's what you get for starting in the back of the field as the points leader. So yeah, there is that. But yeah, I agree with Emma. There's probably a lot of people out there with PTSD from dodgeball. I think the one that got me the most was, I don't know what it was called, if it was like roller hockey or what, but you got on those little pads that you could barely fit on with the wheels on there, and you had to, not only did you have to get across the floor as quick as you could with these little sticks to try and shoot a ball, but you almost had to kind of balance, and there's so many times where I thought I was balanced, and I go to make a move and just face plant off of those things because the thing tips over, or you catch a piece of your shorts or your shirt underneath the wheels, and you go for a little bit of a ride, or you roll over a finger. Yeah, that was the PTSD for me, is whatever that game was called at gym time.
We rode those same little square things with wheels. I know somebody came up with an idea, but man, they'd scoot around the ground. And then obviously the teacher's not paying attention, so kids get clowning around, spinning each other around like a bunch of clowns. It was the things we did when we were kids to entertain ourselves, for sure. But right now, what we're doing out there right now is the drivers are entertaining you, and it's the Thomas O'Connor and Kyle Emerson out front on that front row. The 6 of Dylan Emerson and the 1 Kent Bice make up the second row there. And everybody trying to get to the front here, trying to knock down the 18. It's been very dominant here tonight. We're on lap 58. About to go back to green.
Green flag back in the air. Thomas O'Connor still controlling this race, still controlling the pace out here. He controls a restart, gets out to a good one here. And he got Average Joe's 1, 2, 3 right now. The 7 of Josh Duncan in 6th. So he's still close. He's still hanging in there. Just not mad enough yet to get up to the front. I mean, needs a little pep talk from Patches O'Houlihan to get his way up to the front there for his fellow teammates, but definitely a good run there for Kent Bice, representing us up here in the booth. I want to thank everyone out there for tuning in here tonight. Hopefully you're having some fun out there as we are certainly up here in the booth. If you haven't done so yet, hit that like and subscribe, get you in touch with everything that CRN has to offer, and apologize for all the issues that we've been having here tonight between all the issues I had at CSRL for our first broadcast. Here tonight, we had Jimmy had some issues. I had to restart my computer because I shut down iRacing. I could still hear the cars running, so I didn't know what exactly was going on with that. So yeah, it's been interesting. I don't think the computers want to wake up for 2026 just yet. Looks like we had another caution here. I see Kelly Akron lost a couple positions. Could possibly be him. Now it looks like 64 here. Michael Garcia going a little slow. We'll take a look back and see what brought out this caution.
We got to see what happens here.
A little rush, little help there from the 5 of Dylan Jacobs, who started up there in 3rd place and has been trying to work his way back up through the field, but just not really being in the right spot at the right time for a lot of these incidents. And right there you see he's still going to be back in 20th right now. And he he made an early pit stop, I believe. I can't see it on my screen because I had to restart everything, but I believe he pit earlier in the race. If not, he's the only one that hasn't come into the pits just yet. But going to bring us another caution, and I'm sure Thomas O'Connor doesn't mind these cautions right now. He's got those fresh tires here from lap number 55. Those will be good to go to the end. They'll be good to go on fuel to the end as well. Obviously, everybody is good. It's just if you want to come in and take any other fresher tires to the end, but I would think you're kind of locked in right now, Jimmy. I mean, we're down to less than 30 laps to go, coming up on 25 to go here pretty soon. And even if you're towards the back here, you take some new tires, I don't think it's enough time to make it through.
It's a lot, Carl. I mean, you'd have to have some serious difference, but with the cautions and the cold laps and it's gonna just take some. Obviously, the drivers, everything happens on this track so fast. You can see how fast this race has gone. We've only been out here for about 35 minutes, so it's really a quick race. Even 90 laps, it seems like a lot, but they fly right by. And if we were green, this would have been done already. So but the drivers are tackling on a very fast, technical, and short track. And when you're going around the corner and somebody gets sideways, it's just all about trying to survive and stay out of there. But everybody's doing a fantastic job, especially the number 18 leading the way pretty much the whole entire race. But yeah, Average Joe's definitely hugging together. The 7 of Josh Duncan, maybe he's listening to the broadcast because he's really come up through the pack there to try to match up with the other 3 gold cars. So the dodgeball team is almost back together. Cody Brewer up there, but Tiffany Ellis, the only snake up there, trying to bring her team back, Carl.
I mean, listen, with other teammates like Laser and Blazer and Michelle, you figured that she'd have a little bit more more power to get up there, but right now just kind of hanging back there in 7th place and right behind the last running Average Joe's car right there with the 7 of Josh Duncan, trying to get up there into the top 4 to make it Average Joe's 1, 2, 3, 4 here. But we're going to get this thing back underway, and we'll see if Thomas O'Connor has any kind of chinks in the armor here, or if he's going to try and take this thing pretty much green to checkered here tonight in the 18, as he's back out to lead here once again. Kyle Emerson in 2nd, Dylan Emerson in 3rd. And then you got Kent Bice, Cody Brewer for your top 5, Josh Duncan, Matthew Hake, Tiffany Ellis, Jay Monin, and TJ Hanley for your top 10, as that's going to get sketchy how he kept it off of every other car there. I have no idea, but now he's not going to, as Man, just when you thought he had it saved, he ends up coming up there. It was 3 wide, maybe not realizing it was 3 wide. And of course, again, Dylan Jacobs right in the middle of that gets caught up in this one to the 64. Michael Garcia looks like he may have towed into the pits here. Or maybe got sent into pit lane because he was, I think, involved in everything here tonight. That Black Rifle Coffee Company is just number 64 is unfortunately getting a lot of TV time that he probably doesn't want here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it didn't start very well here for the 82, as you can see him up on 2 wheels here. But we'll just go back just a little bit. Monster trucking over the 51, but the 51 up in the wall. It's like a handbrake, slows up. Trying to get underneath and avoid him, but is unable to. Goes down, tags the wall, keeps it down on the apron, hugs. Able to keep it down there away from the car, but forces a few cars to go wide. 24 actually tags the wall, and then maybe just not much control left in that 82 as he ended up going across the 564 going for a ride here. So definitely a lot of action going on here. It is coming down towards the end. We got about 20 laps to go here. At Bristol. Thomas O'Connor is your leader over Kyle Emerson, Dylan Emerson, and Kent Bice, and then Cody Brewer for your top 5. And then the next average Joe back there in 6th place. Matthew Hake back there in 7th. Tiffany Ellis still in the top 10 in 8th. Jay Monin back there in 9th. And TJ Hanley rounding out your top 10.
Back to gyms, I feel like another thing that's gotten taken out of gyms these days.
People?
Well, yeah. Once you get to the adult life, nobody wants to go to the gym. Yeah, exactly. But back in school, that was the best time. But ropes. You don't see the ropes hanging from gyms anymore because you don't have the gym teachers that make you climb the ropes. You don't have.
You don't want to climb 15 feet and then fall.
No, you don't have
on a 2-inch mat.
The peg boards on the wall that you have to try and climb up with the pegs. You don't see that. I mean, you don't even see ropes for tug of war. I mean, did they even do tug of war in school anymore? I mean, because God forbid you have a losing team. I mean, what do you do? So, yeah, I don't know. It's definitely changed. I know it makes us sound old by saying that, but things have definitely changed, especially when it comes to
I think we're not alone. I don't think we're alone.
No.
Out here, definitely.
Yes, we love our CRN family out there.
With the comments from the CRN family, definitely, feeling the same thing. So we're all in the same group. But it's definitely been a lot of fun, and it's always a lot of fun watching these drivers and bringing up those memories, because that's what makes a life fun. But we're gonna finish this thing up here now, as we got 18 laps to go, and the 18 cars on the green pedal, loud pedal on the right hand side of his car, getting things going as he gets off to another great start. So Thomas O'Connor is leading this thing pretty much from start to finish, and doing so with a dominant fashion. Battle is back here, more forward, right around. Oh, wow. Oh no, the Ocho.
That whole strategy there, Jimmy, I don't think that's going to pay off for him, unfortunately.
I don't think
it's not even going to pay off for a caution. There's no caution on the track right now.
No. None.
And Kent Bice going to tow it back to the pits. He had a meatball, so he's going to tow it back in. The 8 could be done for the night here. As we get back to the front here, Thomas O'Connor leads the way. Kyle Emerson, Dylan Emerson, Matthew Hake, Cody Brewer for your top 5. Josh Duncan, TJ Hanley now up into 7th. Jay Monin, Chase Bullard, and Tiffany Ellis for your top 10. We talked to TJ before this race, and starting from the back of the field, he thought, this is going to be probably my drop race, so we'll see what we can get. Well, right now, he's got himself into the top 10, and maybe looking like this may be a decent enough race to maybe not even consider a drop race here, as he's up in his 7th, up 16 spots. Can he get up there any further and try and finish this thing out? I mean, he's got some other drivers in front of him that came up through the field pretty good as well. Josh Duncan started in 17th. He's up to 6th. And then even Matthew Hake started in 15th. He's up in 4th. Both of them up 11 spots. So some big movers up here in the race. Chase Bullard started shotgun on the field in 24th. He's up in 11th, just out of the top 10 as well. But nobody right now has got anything for that 18 at Thomas O'Connor.
Thomas O'Connor up here, feeling the clean air, just leading the way, just getting things done and stretching out to a little over a 1 second lead here with 10 laps to go. So another caution flies, and it does look like it's the number 12. That's Cody Brewer, so go ahead and click on Cody as he is sideways. Oh, that was close.
Just good stuff.
So go ahead and see his incident here. Does look like him and Matthew Hope getting kind of wrapped up there as just kind of drifting up a little too far in front of the 13, going around and keeps it up there on the wall, slides a little bit. Does look like people can get around him, but that 42 hit the wall pretty hard.
Emerson going around the outside there, but right there, that move right there just got him down. Or we might have seen the 64 involved in yet another incident here tonight, as that was very close there for Michael Garcia, and he has gotten roughed up quite a bit here tonight. But it's going to bring us another caution. It's not going to be green-white checkered time just yet. We're getting close to the end. There are under 10 laps to go. So when we get this thing back to green, it's probably going to be close to 5, if not maybe even less than that laps to go. Looks like Dylan Jacobs possibly is going to get the wave around here. Yeah, he's going to get the wave around here, and I believe that puts 18 cars back on the lead lap.
The tower for everybody to see, and yes, Dylan Jacobs getting back on the lead lap here, is able to get that lucky dog, and you know, if he has, I don't know if he has enough time to bring it into, like, get in the pits and get tires as well. Let's catch up with you pretty quick here, but yeah, they'll be going back too wide, so he won't get a chance to get new tires this time by. But if a caution were to fly, and the odds are pretty high, he might come down and get himself another set of tires. But it does look like maybe he's coming in the pits. Maybe he does have time this time, Carl.
Well, he's gonna give it a shot here, and yeah, I mean they're too wide right now. I believe they're too wide, getting ready to go here. Trying to see it. Look, now the pace car light's still on, so he's still got some time here. Yeah, so should be coming to the one to go this time by, and when we get that, if that is the case, we get the green flag. It'll be 5 laps to go, and we'll see if Thomas O'Connor can just absolutely continue this domination here and get the win here and lock himself in as the 5th different winner here on the season. As like everything is trying to lock up again on my side. There we go. Now it's starting to work. I don't know what is going on here, or if it's my computer, or if it's iRacing, or what the case is. It's not working and agreeing with me here tonight. But either way, we're getting in here. We're getting it done, and want to wish everyone a belated Happy New Year's, as well as I know we haven't been out here for Pit Road Speed Limit since December 17th. So it's been quite some time since we've been out here with the Next Gen Series for Pit Road, but it's been a pretty good one here. It's been a typical, you know, kind of Bristol race. Just seeing some close battling, and you seen like that last incident right there. Really nowhere for the 13 to go. He was up against the wall. The 12 just drifted up thinking he had it cleared, but didn't. Brought out a caution. But right now, the green flag is brought out. We're back to racing here at Bristol. 5 laps to go. Can we get this thing in? Will we see another caution? 3 wide on the backstretch here. Now 3 wide into turn 3 as the 76 Joshua Smith getting shuffled back here, and the 64 probably, I was going to say, he's probably going to back out of that. He's seen enough action here tonight. But at the front, battle for second place is going to have to wait, because a caution flag going to come out here. Dylan Emerson just got around Kyle Emerson, and we got a caution here on the Speedway. The 12 looks like he's involved in this one again. We'll take a look back and see what happened. It's going to bring us to our first green-white checkered as well.
Yeah, just looks like a 13 got in the wall just a little bit, and 13 getting a little assist there, goes around and ends up collecting another driver as well. They had nowhere to go. And Carl, this track is obviously, you can see if you're going fast enough, the incident goes high, and it's something that you keep in your mind when you're racing. But you know, these cars are so fast here, and they're hard to control, and the slightest mistake can really catch you off guard, because of how fast drivers can go here. You know, when we were here last time, I was clocking people, they were going like, 150, 160 miles an hour. This is a very short check, and it's not quite.
That's not the way to enter pit lane.
No, that's not where you park your car. Sorry,
Yeah,
12.
you definitely can't park there.
Yeah, we did not see that. Oh, yes, we did.
Broadcast to all of CRA Nation right there. All 21 people watching right now. But yeah, it is. it's definitely it changed, Kathy, and Emma. It is. I agree. It definitely was not the safest thing climbing up that rope.
Neither was the metal slide in the 90-degree sun.
That was, I mean, on a good day, you listen.
At the merry-go-round,
your legs for sure. But I mean, when that thing was running, you got some major speed coming down that slide. I will tell you that absolutely. That was fantastic. And yeah, the merry-go-round. At least you still see those. You still see the merry-go-rounds. You still see kids even these days being on it. So that's great. The seesaws, designed for for people the same weight, which is never the case at all. But those are still out there. But yeah, as far as gym class, yeah, it's certainly changed out there. And dodgeball, as we are highlighting the movie here tonight, dodgeball, it is certainly one that is sorely missed in school, and I don't think they play enough kickball as well. I mean, that ball was made for that ball was made for two things: dodgeball and kickball. And I mean, you could take a shot off the face in dodgeball just as much as you could take a shot off the face in kickball too if you're playing in the infield.
Definitely.
It is fantastic, and I love that after this past season for my son's fall baseball, I end up getting all the kids, all the parents, all their siblings. We end up having a huge dodgeball game, just a little celebration before the playoffs, and it was an absolute blast. I mean, we probably had about like 15, 20 on each side of the team, and it worked out. They went on to win the championship. So dodgeball wins championships. There you go. You heard it here, and we'll see if the Globo Gym team can do anything here to stop Average Joe's, but right now Average Joe's dominating the top 3 spots as the 12 looking to try and get back up through there. Looks like the 13. Yeah, we're going to have another caution here. Quite a few cars wrecked up in this one, as it's going to bring us under another green-white checkered here. I believe this is our second and final one, or no? Actually, looks like they got the race in. It didn't look like they got back to the white flag, but I guess they did. So this race will be official. As you see, quite a few cars getting wrecked here on the final lap.
Yeah, just obviously everybody trying to get the great finish here, and obviously some drivers still trying to just send it. The Ross Chastains they don't work very well in iRacing. They got like abrasive paint where it's like a handbrake. So, but yeah, drivers trying to give it all there at the end. As you can see, a few cars going around wrecking up, and hopefully their force feedback wasn't too high here tonight. But Thomas O'Connor comes away the winner here tonight for Average Joe's, along with Dylan Emerson. TJ Hanley, it looks like he's going to sneak away with a P number 3. So much for throwing away a race. And then Kyle Emerson.
Another liar, Jimmy. Another liar on our hands of
Kyle
one
Emerson. Tiffany Ellis.
Throwaway race.
Yeah. Tiffany Ellis with a great finish in P number 5. So let me go ahead and bring those up results on the screen here for y'all so you can see those. As I'm scrolling around people. Josh Duncan finishes in 6th. Jay Monin, inaugural race here, finishing in 7th. Chase Ballard in 8th. Bernie Reyes Jr. in 9th. Devin Black finishes in 10th. And then Brian Roy, Dylan Jacobs, Cody Hamlin, Charlie Stafford, Matthew Hake back there for your 15 drivers. Joshua Smith, Cody Brewer, Richard Covington Jr., Kelly Akron, and Michael Garcia for your top 20. Harry Crump's and Anthony Emerson, Will O'Connor, and Kent Bice. Unfortunately, Carl, they finished last.
But listen, we're first we're first in everyone's hearts out there in CRN Nation. We at least got that going for us. But either way, we're going to get our top 3 here in for their interviews. As Bristol definitely got to see some gladiators out there tonight, and they're definitely roughing it up here a little bit. You see some tire tracks on the front stretch, on the back stretch, and certainly some roughed up cars as Bristol was welcoming all these drivers into to 2026, whether they want to be here or not. But certainly a great showing from Average Joe's, as I think it's pretty safe to say that they won the dodgeball championship here, as a heck of a close finish at the end between Tiffany Ellis and Josh Duncan, as I'm seeing, I believe, 0.0 seconds in between fourth and fifth. I'm trying to see what the results say here.
It says 1.13 back from the winner and 1.13.
0.003 was the difference between Tiffany Ellis and Josh Duncan heading to the line, as that was the battle for fifth position, as Tiffany Ellis just edged it at the line. But we're going to go ahead and get our top three here, and for the interviews, we'll start with our latest liar, Jimmy. Why don't you go ahead and take the number 8 of TJ Hanley.
TJ, Jimmy call up in the booth, and since this is your drop race, we're going to drop you from the interview. No, just kidding. Welcome to the booth, buddy. But obviously you were able to do what you said, and I guess we can hold him to that. He did what he said. He was going to go out there, and he's going to avoid the menace, and he ended up with a great finish. Give us a rundown of your race, buddy, and how you were able to conquer this thing and walk away tonight with a survivable P number 3.
Oh man! First and foremost, thank you to everybody who's watching right now. I do appreciate it. Please hit that button that's right down below, about to highlight when I said the word subscribe. Please hit that like button. It might even glow up for you. Man, that was. I don't recommend ever doing that again. So I chose not to qualify because I wasn't confident in my qualifying abilities. With there being 24 of us, I chose not to qualify and pit on the backstretch. I figured at most maybe I pit twice tonight. I'm glad I made that call. So myself and Bullard, we were the only two on the backstretch pit road entries, which was a little different. I wanted to give it a shot. But yeah, other than that, it was just that initial 10, 15 laps, just taking it easy, trying to get to the bottom so that if something happened, had somewhere to go. From there, we had a pretty good run. Jay, this is his debut race. He did pretty good. I know he got into it with the 13, but I really want to see. I want to take another look at that later as a car owner. From there, we had another run. 13 was aggressive all night long. I think him and the 12 just had a disagreement on the straightaway. I don't know. From there, it's just trying to utilize the short run, which I'm not known for, so I'm glad I was able to do that tonight. I asked Dylan Emerson if there was anything I could do to help him on the restart. He said, no, there's not really much you could do. I said, all right. So I just did it one at a time. I battled the 60, I think just got a little tight, maybe a little early on the gas pedal in the middle of the corner. So I passed him, and then my focus was on the 6. And I made an executive decision. Am I going to move the 6 if needed? I decided, no, it's way too early in the season to be starting that stuff. So overall, great night. I was able to keep a top 3, and I was able to fulfill the prophecy and promise I made to you guys and to you, the fans. So I appreciate. I'm just very happy to make it out tonight with. I don't think I've had any incidences, which is a kind of a rare thing here at Bristol. But I know it wasn't a great night for everybody, but honestly, that racing was not too bad and a much improvement from Phoenix.
Yeah, it's definitely a very fast, unique track with a concrete surface and basically super speedway speeds, but Martinsville's short track. But either way, you did what you said. You got out there, like you said, and avoided the incidents and were able to walk away with a 3rd place finish here. So obviously from the fans and everybody out there, I want to say congratulations and give you a few minutes to for any shouts you might have on that number 8.
Yeah, so I do apologize about the number change. I was originally 27, and then somebody jumped in. They wanted to be the 27. That's why I was the 22 at Atlanta. I'm now the 8. I will be the 8 for the rest of the season. Thank you to all the TH Designs drivers. I do appreciate y'all. Hopefully we can get an event here in a couple months. I'm excited for the Roar Before the 24. I'm excited for the Daytona 24 coming up. And guys, you know what season's coming up? NASCAR season. And I'm excited. I am pumped. Hopefully here in the next 2 weeks, we get an idea what the points is going to be for that real life. But man, thank you to everybody who showed up tonight. Thank you to everybody who ran. Thank you, Jimmy and Carl, for putting this on. I do appreciate it. Man, I'm happy. And I can't wait for Chicagoland next week. Defending champion. I really want to win that one. I think it's going to be a great time.
Definitely going to be a great time, hopefully, and wish you the best for the upcoming races. Thanks for all the shout-outs, but now it's time to drop you from this race, or like a bad habit, from the broadcast. We'll talk to you later, TJ.
Thank you, Jimmy Jim. Thank you, Carl. Have a good night.
You too, buddy. That is your third place finisher here tonight. The 8 of TJ Hanley, and I can confirm not only was he a liar about this being a drop race, but he's also a liar about having a clean race, as he had 4X here tonight. The top 5 all had a clean race except for TJ. He had 4X here tonight, so man, just lies across the board. But either way, a good run here for him. Starting from the back. Listen, you start from the back. Heck, you start from the top 10 and finish with a 0X at Bristol. It's a fantastic race. Even 4X is not bad at all. But we're going to go ahead and bring in our second place finisher here tonight. Now it's going to be the 6 of Dylan Emerson. Dylan, he come into tonight with a massive points deficit, coming in second place in the points by 1 point behind TJ, and he finished 1 spot ahead of him. So I guess between the fact that you got here on the podium, you got through Bristol, clean as well with 0 incidents, and he finished ahead of TJ. It's not the win, but it's got to feel pretty good.
It does. For most of that race, I was excited because TJ was stuck in the back for a while. And I'm like, oh, this is looking nice. Then that second to last caution, I think I looked up and he was like 5th or 6th. I was like, just let me have this.
Well,
now we're back to being tied again.
Yeah, he did. He let you have it, but just by 1 spot, unfortunately. But man, I tell you what, I don't know if Thomas O'Connor is your official teammate or not, but obviously with the Average Joe's paint schemes on out there, you guys just had a phenomenal race up at the front almost all night, dominating the top 3 spots before TJ ended up getting Kyle there right at the end to break up the top 3. But Thomas O'Connor was just kind of on another level. Was there anything he could have done differently to try and get up there and mix it up with him?
I think the only thing we could have done different is if there was a longer green flag run. I think we could have been able to get around him. But other than that, no. With the short runs that we had, there was just not enough time to get there.
Well, listen, 5 races into the season, you have 1 win on your credit here for the season, and by the sounds of it, you're going to be probably tied for points after the first 5 races. So I guess kind of reset everything, look to the next part of the season, and kind of keep trucking.
Yeah, looking forward to Chicagoland next week. Get back to a nice mile and a half and see how we stack up, and hopefully we can get some long green flag runs that we're accustomed to in this series.
Absolutely. Well, we're certainly looking forward to it. Congrats on the podium finish here tonight. Who do you want to give a shout out to or thanks to?
I want to thank Kent for the schemes, and it was his idea to do the dodgeball, and I believe Average Joe's wins with 4 of the top 6. So thank you, Kent, for that, and thank you guys for broadcasting us.
Well, I appreciate that, buddy. We'll let you go celebrate. We'll see you next week at Chicagoland.
All right, see you guys.
It's your second place finisher here tonight, the 6 of Dylan Emerson. Top spot here tonight, the one that no one can catch here tonight, is going to be the 18 of Thomas O'Connor.
Thomas, or should I say Peter? Welcome to the booth. Hey, man, Average Joe's representing out here tonight, bringing back many, many memories for me and Carl and a lot of fans out there about them little round suckers that they call a dodgeball, but definitely one heck of a race here tonight. I mean, you're just kind of dominant from the start, man. Just kind of give us a rundown of your I don't even know what to call it. I mean, you're a class amongst nobody, because you were just seemed to be like nobody could touch you tonight.
It was interesting. Yesterday's practice race, I didn't feel great. I wasn't one of the fastest drivers. I was up in the top 5, but practice, I was just top 5 in practice, and I was more consistent tonight. Definitely the cautions played a lot into it. When we got that green flag run, I was a little nervous because the 2 Emersons behind me, my teammates, they were a lot faster. I felt like, or they were consistent on their laps, but right towards the end of that green flag run, I started to catch the back end of the field, and I felt I was in the groove. I was kind of locked in there. I got to shout out my buddy Josh. He was keeping me cool throughout those. Each time there was a caution, I'd be like, dang it, come on. I just want to keep going. But he was keeping my head straight. But yeah, I mean, I think just these tracks are difficult. It's hard. You have to, if it wasn't figuring out what brake bias I had at the very end of yesterday's race, I don't think I would have been here today. I figured it out, and I even adjusted it a tiny bit right before qualifying, and that's kind of what just kept me cool headed, and just you had to focus. But Kyle had me, like I was ahead of him for like a half a car length, and I thought he had me, and then right there at the end, last lap, Dylan got beside me, and I thought he had it. I thought the race was over, but it was a good win. I'm very proud of myself for tonight's win. Now I can just kind of relax the next couple of races, even though I'm confident in these next races, but I'm glad I got that win out of the way.
Yeah, getting a win is always a great feat in any season, and obviously work your way through the rest of the season, and getting in playoffs, and hopefully you get a great chance of winning the championship. So either way, you walk away a winner here tonight. Caution free, or cautions, no cautions. The 18 was out front where you need to be, so you get it done here tonight, and about halfway through the season, and looking to watch what the 18 can do for the remainder of the season. But from CRN and everybody else out there, I want to say congratulations, but better than anything else, give you a little bit of time for some shout outs.
Yeah, no, thank you again. Like I always say, CRN, you guys are amazing. Every week that we, race with you guys, it's a pleasure to be with you. That race that we had a few backs against the leagues, that was awesome. It was a lot of fun. I can't thank my family enough. Hope they're watching. But today was good for the 18. I got playoff points for leading the most laps, leading halfway, 90 out of 90 laps. And getting the win. So today's a good day for this 18 car. But thanks to everyone, but thank the league. This league is amazing to be a part of. There was a couple even newer the members that were just like, this is so much fun. So, it's great. I can't thank them enough. That's why we show up every week, and we can't thank you guys enough. So appreciate it.
Yeah, I really appreciate the shout outs, and again, congratulate you for being well over average here tonight, and we'll let you go celebrate with your friends and family.
Great. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.
Yes, sir.
It is your winner here tonight, the 18 of Thomas O'Connor, getting it done here after a little overtime here at Bristol Motor Speedway. But next week, as mentioned, we head to the Midwest, to Chicagoland, for 75 laps for race number 6. And we still got plenty of racing left in the season, but that race next week at Chicagoland is going to be right about the midway point in the regular season. Again, there's 13 regular season races here for Pit Road Speed Limit Racing, and then we'll go to the playoffs, and we'll see who can get it done here. We got 3 races in the round of 12, 3 races in the round of 8, and then the championship race at Homestead. So plenty of racing, as we're going to be all the way through pretty much at the end of April. I want to thank everyone out there for tuning in here tonight. Again, if you haven't done so yet, hit that like and subscribe, get you in touch with everything that CRN has to offer. But for myself and Jimmy here from the Bristol Motor Speedway, we'll see you at the track.
Peace.